Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today, we have predictions for 3 NBA games. The first prediction today is for the match between the Boston Celtics and Orlando Magic. Now listen, I've been riding with the Celtics this whole series, and to be honest, I can't really knock that approach given how dominant they've looked through 2 games. But this ain't just about rolling with the hottest hand. It's about spotting when a matchup tightens, when momentum swings even a little, and when a home floor might just shake things up. That's why I'm flipping the script here in Game 3. I'm rolling with the Magic to cover the 5-point spread. Let's keep it real. Orlando's been up against it all season long. Injuries to key players, inconsistency on the perimeter, and flat-out bad shooting stretches. But even with all the adversity, they've held their ground. They ground through the play-in, punched their ticket, and now they're battling with the defending champs. This is no fluke. This squad has heart. Game 2 should have been their shot to level the playing field. Boston didn't even have Tatum in the lineup, and yet the Magic couldn't seal the deal. Still, they didn't get steamrolled. They kept it respectable, clawing until the 4th quarter before Boston's depth simply wore them down. Let's not forget, Paolo Banchero was doing his thing again, dropping 32-9-7 like it was just another Tuesday, and Franz Wagner put in 25 of his own. These 2 cuts are legit, and if they get just a little more help from the role guys, this game is going down to the wire. That's where I think the edge lies for Orlando in Game 3. Home court changes everything for young teams like this. The bench guys Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, and even a vet like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tend to show up bigger at home. That's not just a narrative. That's a real trend, especially for Jamal Mosley's group. And don't sleep on this. The home team has won the last 9 meetings between these 2 squads. That includes some games where Boston was at full strength and Orlando wasn't. Something about the energy in the Kia Center rattles the Celtics' rhythm. Now, yes, Boston still looks like the better team. That's not up for debate. Even without Tatum in Game 2, they handled business. Jaylen Brown stepped into that alpha role and balled out, 36 points, 10 boards, and a command of the offense that made it look like he's been waiting for this moment. Porzingis and Horford held it down in the paint, both racking up double-digit rebounds, and the Celtics bench chipped in just enough to keep the engine running. But I'm still not fully sold on Boston cruising here. If Tatum plays, he might not be at 100%. That wrist injury sounds like a pain management deal, and even a small dip in production from him could change the math. If he sits again, the Celtics are vulnerable to lapses. And if the Magic can finally get their 3-point shot to fall after hitting just 24% in Game 2, they've got the recipe to make this a serious dogfight. And let's talk about the defensive side for a second. The Celtics have one of the nastiest perimeter defenses in the league, no doubt. But the Magic were the best in the regular season at limiting made threes. They showed it in Game 2 by giving up just 4 fewer threes than Game 1, a subtle adjustment that slowed Boston's rhythm enough to keep the game within single digits. If they continue to limit Boston's looks from deep and put bodies on shooters, they can grind this one out. Another nugget, Boston's lost 4 straight at the Kia Center. That stat can't be ignored. This place messes with their mojo, and for a team that thrives on flow, that's dangerous. The Celtics are still the title favorites, still deep, still loaded with shot makers. But sometimes the urgency of a must-win, the hunger of the underdog, and the roar of a home crowd are enough to tilt things, at least against the spread. So here it is. I'm going with the Magic to cover the 5-point spread. The effort's been there, the stars are producing, and the home court advantage is real. I don't know if they went outright, but I believe they keep it close enough to cash. That's my final take on Game 3.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction today is for the matchup between the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, let's call it what it is. The Bucks are on the ropes. Down 2-zip in the series, their backs are pinned to the wall, and it's do-or-die time in Milwaukee. But here's where I'm zigging when the market zags. Because despite all the noise, despite the must-win urgency swirling around Giannis and company, I'm staying steady and taking the Indiana Pacers to cover this 6.5-point spread. And look, this ain't some hot take overreaction to a couple of good shooting nights. This Pacers team is hooping with purpose. 2 straight wins, both of them convincing in their own ways, and they've now got the psychological edge. They've been smarter, quicker, and more cohesive than Milwaukee on both ends of the floor. Head coach Rick Carlisle's fingerprints are all over the series. He's pulling the strings like a chess master. Whether it's the flow of their half-court sets, the spacing, or the way they're baiting Milwaukee's defenders into bad closeouts, Indiana's looking locked in. Game 2 was a clinic in team basketball. Every starter hit double digits, led by Pascal Siakam's 24 and 11, and Halliburton finally found his groove, 21 and 12 dimes. It was that perfect mix of aggression and control. Nembhard's 17 on 6 for 10 shooting. That's the kind of third-option production that keeps the Bucks scrambling. And how about this? Indiana went a clean 19 of 19 from the free throw line. That's elite playoff poise right there. Meanwhile, the Bucks? They clink 6 from the stripe and miss their shot at a comeback because of it. Let's not pretend Milwaukee didn't have a shot. Giannis poured in 34-18-7 like the force of nature he is. Bobby Portis stepped up huge off the pine with 28 and 12, and yet it still wasn't enough. You can blame it on Dame Lillard still shaking off rust. He was clearly off rhythm in Game 2, putting up just 14 points on an inefficient clip. His 7 assists were nice, but that ain't why they brought him in. The Bucks need Dame to go nuclear, not hang around the perimeter watching Giannis carry the weight. And that's the crux of this whole thing. The Bucks are still a one-man band right now. They're leaning on Giannis like it's 2019 all over again, and that's not going to fly against a well-oiled unit like Indiana. Portis gave them a boost, sure, but guys like Brook Lopez and Kevin Porter Jr. have been borderline invisible. The support system is cracked, and you're not winning in April basketball with cracks. Indiana's energy, ball movement, and confidence are all trending up. They dropped 30 assists and coughed up only 8 turnovers in Game 2. You don't beat yourself with numbers like that. Meanwhile, Milwaukee keeps missing free throws, playing catch-up, and trying to swing haymakers instead of working the jab. It's desperation basketball, and desperation without execution doesn't cash. Here's the thing, just because this one's in Milwaukee doesn't mean the spread should swing this wide. The last time these two met, Indiana was favored by 4.5. Now, we're being asked to believe the Bucks are 6.5 points better on their home floor? I'm not buying that. Not with how flat they've looked until the final few minutes of each game. That's a 10-point swing just for a change of scenery? No. Historically, yeah, the Bucks have done well at home after a loss, and yeah, the Pacers haven't exactly thrived on the road in the postseason. But those are ghosts of seasons past. This Indiana team has a different vibe. They've got chemistry, momentum, and the kind of confidence that builds with each swing pass and corner 3. Unless Milwaukee gets a near-perfect performance from their stars and some legit help from the bench, I just don't see them running away with this. They may squeak out a W, but covering that spread? Not so sure. So give me the Pacers plus the 6.5 points. I trust their offense to keep humming, their ball movement to stay sharp, and their heads to stay cool under fire. Even if the Bucks win, Indiana's going to keep this one sweaty till the buzzer. That's my final play for Game 2. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third and final prediction today is for the matchup between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's one that's got all the makings of a tug-of-war till the bitter end. After two games that were mirror images of each other, one where the Wolves flexed and one where the Lakers locked in, we're staring at a series that's itching to go the distance. And in Game 3, with the spotlight shifting to Minneapolis, I'm still sticking with the road dogs. Give me the Lakers to cover the 4-point spread. Let's set the scene. Game 1, Minnesota came out guns blazing, ran the Lakers off their own floor, and dropped the mic with a 22-point blowout. Game 2, total flip. The Lakers showed up like a team with a chip on both shoulders, punched first, and never let up. They dominated that opening quarter 34-15, and that tone stuck through the rest of the night. The final score, 94-85, tells the story. Ugly, gritty, controlled. And for LA, that's exactly the way they want it. Now we're headed to the Twin Cities, and you better believe the Wolves are looking to bounce back. But here's the problem. They've been wildly inconsistent, even when they're supposed to be the aggressors. Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards combined for 52 in Game 2, sure, but the rest of the rotation disappeared. McDaniels, who was torching nets in Game 1, came back down to earth with just 8 points. Gobert? Ghosted again, 6 and 6 ain't it. Mike Conley dropped a goose egg. That kind of lackluster support won't fly, even at home. Meanwhile, the Lakers figured some things out. Defensively, they were lights out. They cut off passing lanes, defended the arc like their lives depended on it, and turned every Wolves possession into a battle. That's what makes this version of the Lakers dangerous. They can win games in the mud. Offensively, it's the Luka and LeBron show, and business is booming. Doncic was doing Doncic things, 31 points, 12 boards, 9 dimes. The man's a walking stat sheet. LeBron added a casual 21-11-7, reminding everyone that playoff Bron is still a real thing. Austin Reeves chipped in 16 and played like a true third option. That's the winning blueprint. Also, can we talk about the free throws? The Lakers didn't miss a single one, 20 from the stripe. That's the kind of clutch execution that swings games. Even though they didn't shoot great from deep or the field overall, they kept their composure and cashed in at the line. Championship habits, plain and simple. Yes, the Wolves are solid at home. Yes, they'll come out with fire after getting stifled in Game 2. But I'm just not convinced they've got the consistency to string together complete performances. Not with the way the Lakers' defense locked in. Not with the way Gobert and Conley have been non-factors. Not when you're facing a team with two superstars who don't blink in hostile environments. This isn't about star power alone. It's about execution. And the Lakers have shown they can make the right reads, win the rebounding battles, and grind out possessions. That travel record may not be elite, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's about who adjusts better, not who's got the louder crowd. So yeah, I like the Lakers here. They may not blow the Wolves out, but I trust Luka to keep this game within reach, and I trust Bron to make the clutch plays late. Add in the fact that the Lakers have covered 6 of their last 7 postseason games as dogs. That's just icing on the cake. Give me the Lakers +4 to cover the spread in Game 3. They've got the better balance, the smarter floor general, and the deeper playoff DNA. That's my final call on this one.